Hi, I'm Luke Cervell. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Gaffer. Today we're going to look at a number of 1200 watt LEDs. We've got two daylight units and we have a tunable white bicolor unit. Aputure 1200D, Lightstorm, Nanlux Evoke 1200, and the Nanlux Evoke 1200B, B for bicolor. Now, the way we're going to do this, I'm not going to get into the weeds with TM30 scores and TLCI and SSI. We're just going to look at output. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to put it into a snap bag from DoP Choice. And this is a snap bag with the rabbit rounder system. That way we can have the mount that is correct for the 1200D, the Bowens, and we can go with the proprietary mount that works for the Nanlux units. So we'll just swap that out after we start with the 1200. We'll look at the 1200D, basic reading at 9 feet, and then we'll move to the regular 1200 daylight Evoke, and then we'll go to the bicolor. And just sort of a general comparison, but sort of a real world situation where you know what you're dealing with. But before we go, a shout out to Meets the Eye stage. You got Meet the Gaffer, you got Meets the Eye. Meets the Eye is in San Carlos, California. And we have just recently, I have no ownership stake in this place, but I live nearby. And we installed some Sumo lights very recently. There are 10 Sumo space lights that now do warm to cool, and you know, just a simple walk in. You can shoot daylight, or you can shoot tungsten, or anywhere in between. So thanks to them for the use of the space this afternoon. Obviously, this is a rather one-note comparison. I won't be talking about the quality differences between the intensifiers of different manufacturers, the beam angle, or use of a Fresnel. I own these lights and I like them for their complementary capabilities. This is a simple test to get you started. Now I'm going to bring on our special guest. Please say hello to Stanley Hedwell. 18% gray head, comes with a t-shirt that has a chip chart. Turn it around, you've got a focus chart. Comes with glasses, just a handy tool for the filmmaker that doesn't have budget for a stand-in. At full, we've got the 1200D through the softbox and the magic cloth. All right, and then we're going to turn off our 600C that was on me, and that'll be there. All right, and then we'll go ahead and turn off our green as well. Oh, I turned off too many there. Okay, and let's make sure we have our 9 feet. So here we go. Sorry, Mr. Hedwell. Okay. So foot candles to camera. Got 160. All right, 160. And we'll swap our units. Swap-a-roo. Let's bring this down. All right, here we go. First off, we have the rabbit rounder to swap out, right? So let's do that. So look for the little release pin, and where's that? That's here. Pop, and then we get other ring, and we'll find that space. That simple. So now it's ready to go on the Evoke. All right, let's bring the daylight only Evoke up on Stanley here. To camera. We've got 110 foot candles, okay? 110 to 160. Same distance, same box. Let's see where the 1200B lands. John Paul Poritz, everyone. You just never know when your cameo is going to happen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so there's a little tilt because the yoke has a little bend to it to help you with modifiers like this. So it may actually be a little bit of a difference in distance. It's easier this way. In the ballpark. Let's see where the 1200B lands us. Okay, to camera, we've got 120 on daylight. Let's go to tungsten. Actually, let's go halfway. Let's go to 45 for starters. Okay, there's 45. 120. Okay, 110. And now if we go down to, well, that's 2,700. 84. If I go to 32, 90. Well, that's quite something. Now let me bring that up again. 56. 130. This is 120. Yeah, that's a pretty good story. So the 1200B in daylight mode is actually brighter in our little rough test here than the regular daylight Evoke 1200. Wow. That's some alchemy. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.
You're probably watching this video thinking, all he did was cover one aspect. But it took 5 hours to set up, shoot, and break down. And luckily, I had the help of John Paul Poritz. So yeah, it does take some time, and there you go.